friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Navarathri and the 9 stories it has to the 9 days. Okay, so we celebrate Navarathri because there are 9 forms of the goddess Parvati. So let's start talking about the story. So long back ago, goddess Parvati's name was not goddess Parvati, its name was goddess Sati. So goddess Sati has married Lord Shiva, right? And now her dad was against the marriage. So one day he invited everybody to a big homa except for goddess Sati and Lord Shiva. And now when goddess Parvati thought that I don't need an invitation because it's at my house, so goddess Sati just went in, and then she saw that a statue of Lord Shiva being kept near the door as like a doorkeeper, and that made goddess Parvati so sad. And then when she came in and her dad saw her, she started insulting Lord Shiva right in front of her, and that made her so sad. She just went into the fire and sacrificed herself. And now that made Lord Shiva so angry that he started destructing the universe. But all of the gods asked Lord Shiva to stop destructing the universe. So what did he do? He just went into deep meditation that nobody could wake him up. Now, goddess Sati knew that she had to be born again, or else the universe won't ever work again. So she took birth this time as the daughter of Himavan, and Himavan is the king of the Himalayas, and that means that she is like the daughter of the mountains, and that way she got the name of Shailaputri, which means daughter of mountains. And then what happened? Well, when she got to a teenager, her desire of marrying Lord Shiva got so much, and now a goddess came up to her and told that if you want to marry Lord Shiva, then you have to surpass the meditative energy. And now he has already been doing meditation for millions of years, so it would be hard, right? But still she did it. And she did meditation without breathing or eating or drinking, and for thousands of years. And now after that period where she she has surpassed the energy of Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma came up to her and told that, and that way Lord Shiva has also been woken up and told about this story, and they both started to go. So Shailaputri was the first form of goddess Parvati, and we celebrate that on the first day of Navarathri. Now this time when she was meditating for so long is called Brahmacharini. Now let's go back to the story. Okay, so now when Lord Shiva was going to the marriage, he dressed up so scarily, like his body was full of ash and so many skulls, and then he came with ghosts and witch. It was so scary, most of the people who were there just ran away frightened. But then goddess Parvati came up so scary too, and she was sitting on a lion, and she had 10 hands with so many weapons in them, and that was even more ferocious than how Lord Shiva looked. But at the same time, she is really nice, okay? And then they both married. This form of goddess Parvati, when she looks so scary but she was nice, is called Chandragantha, which we celebrate on the 3rd day of Navarathri. Okay, now why did she have to marry Lord Shiva? Well, it was to start the universe. So she simply started the universe with a smile, a simple smile of hers. And then she went to the core of the sun. And then this form, when she started the universe, is called Kushmanda, which we celebrate on the 4th day of Navarathri. Now let's move on to what we celebrate on the 5th day of Navarathri. So there was this demon called Tarakasura, which meditated for so long, and then he got the boon that he could only be killed of a son by Lord Shiva. So at this time, Lord Shiva was meditating in deep meditation. So all the gods asked Goddess Parvati to wake up Lord Shiva. So that's what she did, and they put all their energy into a bija to make a kid. And then when the son grew up, he became the chief soldier of the god's military. So then he killed Tarakasura at that time. And this is what we celebrate on the 5th day, and this version is called Skandamata. Now let's move on to the 6th day. Okay, so what do we celebrate on the 6th day? Well, on the 6th day, there is this really bad demon again, which is named Mahishasura. And Mahishasura also got a boon that he can not be killed by any male species. So, like Lord Shiva can go kill him, and Lord Vishnu can go kill him. So, all of the gods asked Goddess Parvati to kill him. So then they put all their energy in her, and then she went and she killed Mahishasura. And this is celebrated on the 6th day. Alright? And this form is called Mahishasura Mardini, which means the killer of Mahishasura. Okay, now let's move on to the next day, which we celebrate it on the 7th day of Navaratri, which is Mahakali. So again there's this demon which was called Raktabija, and this boon is really hard to defeat. Do you know what the boon was? Well, it was that if a single drop of blood just falls down onto the earth, then that will become another of him. So pretend if you just try to do one shot, so many drops of blood will fall down, right? And then it would be so hard because there will be then multiply. Then you try to do it again, so you get it, right? It's a really hard one. So when Goddess Parvati went to kill this demon, she got so angry, and then she went into her most ferocious form, Mahakali. And what did she do? Well, she chopped off each and every single head off of all of the multiple Raktabijas, and then she drank all the blood, and then that way she did all of them, and finally only the original Rakti Bija was left, and then she drank all of the blood from that, so that then the Rakta Bija army and Rakta Bija was totally finished. And this day is called Mahakali, which we celebrate on the 7th day of Navaratri. Now let's go into the next day. So now, as Lord Goddess Parvati has all of this blood from the Rakta Bija, that made her so irritated and so bitter. So what happened? Lord Shiva went and bathed her in the river of Ganga, and that made her calmer than before and more nurturing than before, because you see that Goddess Parvati is the one who has to be there to start the universe, right? So that made her more calmer than before and more nurturing than before. And this is celebrated on the 8th day. And on the final day, we celebrate Siddhidatri. And that's the end of the story, friends. Hope you have a great day. Okay, I just forgot to tell you one thing. How could I forget to tell you the story about Siddhidatri? So, during Siddhidatri, they had to expand the universe, right? So, Lord Shiva asked Goddess Parvati to join him. And so, what did Goddess Parvati do? She became half of the body of Lord Shiva. And then, this is how the expansion of the universe began. Bye, friends. Happy Navarathri!